Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, J.O. Bout It, aka Jeremiah Lacey, bringing you another YouTube tutorial from the Paper Chase Mobster. And today we're gonna talk about mixing that kick drum, that bass line, and that 808 bass all together to run seamlessly on top of each other. Seamlessly on top of each other. You know what I mean? Some beats you hear, they play the 808 by itself, then the rhythm by itself. Some you hear, you just can't hear the kick at all. It's just like all bass line. Like, where's the kick? Like, I feel it, but I don't hear it. I want to hear that thump. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's get on and knock this stuff out. Knock it out. I'm about to turn these things off so we can kind of get the little difference of what's going on here. All right. So now this is basically like from scratch, almost. I got a couple of, but anyways. All right. So let's start with this kick. The first thing I did with the kick, my EQ, of course. I gave it a little bit of bottom, around 70. I'm gonna pull it back down here to 65. Gave it a little bit around 1,000, ducked down a little bit around 320, pull it down. And then I use this cool compressor, the DBX 160, and that just, added some solidity to it, some solidness. And I got some Synths over here. I got this one, it really ain't working. I shouldn't have double stacked the same compressor maybe, because I just don't hear no difference. But you know what I would, should, and could do real quick? I am showing you my mixing process. So what I'm gonna do is to make me feel that and understand that, it's on mute. See, I don't want to do that if it's gonna be sitting on my. Oh, I got him turned on. There we go. Ain't that something? All right, my bad, y'all. Got carried sidetrack. But anyways, yeah. So I got this double compression going on. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So what I'm gonna do with this, too much clippers going on. I don't need all that clipping. That's a lot of clipping. All right, what we gonna do with this, right? I already did it. Basically, I just like turn the compressor up loudly. You know what I mean? Turn it up really high. We got any, okay. Yeah, so that's all I did. I don't need no noise or nothing like that. Comp mode, stereo, yeah. So I just compressed the heck out of it, and then the threshold. Threshold is good, because look where it's, yeah. So anyways, that's what I did with that. All right, back to my kick drum. That's where we at, right? The kick drum. So kick drum, and I'm just putting in a little bit of that signal, I don't want to give it all. Okay, maybe I'll put it right here because that is fat though. But I still want some original signal in there, so I can parallel compress. All right, and then like I said, these are side chains that got to do with something a little later. I'll show you. All right, so that's the first plug-in. That's the first instrument, the kick. Sounding good. Then we're gonna go to the sub bass. Of course, the EQ. And what I did with that is I didn't do too much. I just rolled everything off from 2,000 up, I guess, from 447 kilohertz, and then it's got like a curve, so it drops off fully at 2,000 kilohertz, or 2,000 kilohertz, and then I'm rolling off everything under 25 hertz. I can even probably go up to like, what's this, the sub lab? Yeah, keep it right, because we can't hear under 30 hertz, like our ears can't hear that. So that's just, extra information that could be taken away. All right, and then sent this to the same thing. I gave it the little side chain with the DBS compressor, and then I sent half of its signal to a group channel that I made out of all my drum tracks, all my drum stems. I sent them to a group channel to glue them together with a compressor. So I sent half of the signal of my sub bass to the drum kit, so it can be glued with the kick, so it can, you know, hit good. Okay. Then one of my favorite plugins, Max Bass. Make sure it don't clip. I just use the Dice Basum preset. But you hear the difference? Boom, 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 pop out. All right, yep. Then we go, one of my favorite plugins, the Trackspacer, and that's an auto ducker, pretty much. So you set it up, and you set up your low cut, right, to where you want it, mine at 60, and then your high cut, mine is at 46. So that means everything from 60 hertz in between 46 hertz is going to be processed, and everything else is going to be left alone. So what this does is this tells my 808 bass that, hey, when the drum kicks hits in, I need you to drop down your volume in between this frequency right here. So just imagine like this, right? Here's my kick. At first they're doing this at the same time. Then I throw the plugin on there and it's like this. Now it's making room for that kick. Get it? Did I visually make that understandable for you? First they're like this, together. Boom, 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 boom. Then I throw that ducker on there and it's ducking it. Duck, 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 duck. Get it? And then what we do is we go in here, press this circle right here, and I put my attack and my release down as fast as I can. And I pull this because the further up this knob is right here, the more of that duck is going to be, like the longer the duck will last. So let's see, I'll show you. Ooh, I like that though. I like that. I'm gonna keep it in the middle. It's like it's almost like let my see, it's giving breather space for my kick drum. Wow, wow, wow. Then I pulled up S1 stereo imager and I narrowed it all the way down in the middle. So now you got the kick and the 808 bus and the 808 bass in the middle, and the bass is ducking, kick in the middle, right? Boom. On to the next instrument. Then we got this funky Northern California bass line, you know what I mean? Okay, now up top, I hear it's a little bit of muddy. Let's turn on the EQ. And what I did is I rolled everything off from 162 hertz and under, but I made the Q 12 so it can, you know, it don't be so choppy. Like if I have a high Q, it cuts right off. But I want this to kind of like roll off to the bottom, you know what I mean? So it's making room for the kick and the bass, but it still has a tiny minute bit of information down there so it don't sound so thin. So it still have a little beef to it, you know what I mean? Then one of my other favorite plugins for a bass line is the micro shift. See how I just did that? Just magic. Take it off. I'm dull. I'm dull. I'm dull. Now I'm live. I'm live. I'm over here, there. I'm live. So now you got the kick and the bass line right here. Bam, 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 bam. Then you got your synth bass out here with it. So my head is the kick drum and the sub bass, and this is my synth bass. Sub bass, kick drum, synth bass. Right? Take it a little bit step further though. I mean, this is sounding cool already though. You know what I mean? You can mess with the little, you know, all the settings, but I already got it preset. I'm not gonna mess that up. But I'm gonna go and put an imager on this as well. Right? And then I'm gonna make that a little wide, you know what I mean? Just, you know, like right? It's right here now. Now it's right there. Yeah, definitely worked. All right, so now that winding it out, winding it out, winding it out, and then I gotta send it to a clipper parallel compression type of thing. I'll pull this back a little bit so I get a little bit of the dry in there too. I like mixing the dry and the wet signal together and then come with something totally beautiful. Boom. Then I send this and the sub bass to its own group channel called bass. And on that bass channel, I've got Trackspacer on there. And I'm ducking the whole total bass with the kick. And I just turn it on smaller because I'm already ducking the 808 with a Trackspacer. But now I want to duck the bass as a whole. So I just turn it, I just put it all the way down here like, and did the same thing, a fast attack, fast release, blah, blah, blah. Got it like that, got it like that. And then I'm gonna roll back up to this kick drum real quick, and I just wanna make sure, where I rolled off. Okay, yep, see? And I rolled off over here, but I pushed up right here. So, the 808 is, matter of fact, let's do that right now. Even though it's already ducking, we got it ducked. But we still wanna take this and pull it down about right here, the 60-ish. See, and it's just breathing. It's just like, breathe, it's F-A-B-O-L-O. Yeah, but boom. You know what I mean? Then what I did to polish it all up, I went to the drum kit bass. The bus bass. The bus, and I used the Oxford Inflator. Watch this. Made it solid, huh? Let's that again. Boom, 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 boom. See how I did that? Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna push it a little further. I'm gonna add a clipper in there. Just like the Fruity Clipper, get the big, humongous drums, And what you don't want to do with this plugin, first of all, make sure the slope is over here if you want to soft compress, if you want a soft clip. But what you don't want to do is do this. Hear it? I don't. My drums should sound like this. Not the. I don't like that. That sound like cardboard or flat or something. So just don't push it all the way. Push it to where it's ugly, and then pull it back until it's not ugly. Bam. Then I got my output set to negative 6.7, and that should make this hit at 6 point. You know what I mean? You feel me? 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 Try to hit it at 6. 6.2's work. Boom, boom. So now I got that. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. And then pretty much that's that, y'all. You know what I mean? We made room, we made space, we made breathing area, we made everything fit together and still sound cool. Let me see with this I'm gonna see if I want to twerk on that a little bit. Twerk alert, twig a leg. Sound cool, right? Then add the rest of it in there, and you got this. You know what I mean? It's your boy J.O. About It, man. I love y'all to death, and I just want everybody to, have fun with their life and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, just be happy. It's your boy J.O. About It, aka Jeremiah Lacey. I'm out of this thing. make sure you subscribe on the button down below. You digs? It's your boy JL about it, and I gotta say I'm gone now.